How are you?
I'm fine.
So tell me your name, your age, and your school.
My name is Joel. My name is Joel. I'm 14 years old and I go to ICS.
How old are you?
14.
Okay.
And I go to ICS.
Okay. So what grade are you?
I'm in going to grade 9.
Grade 9. Okay. Okay. So Joel, welcome to EK Brand Consult. So what are you here to do at EK Brand Consult?
I'm here to do IT sales.
Okay. And do you have any expectations for this that you're about to do?
To get better in IT and editing.
IT and editing. Why IT?
I've just always liked IT.
So when was that time that you started getting interest in IT?
6 or 7 years old.
So what made you? Was there maybe a computer or there was something that you saw?
Just liked editing and programming stuff and making my own thing.
Okay, so take me through. So at the age of 6, you just started liking editing.
So at age 6, my dad brought me to a like IT camp, and they were doing editing, creating programs, and I just started to like that stuff. And in my free time, I just edited things and made games on an editing software called Scratch. I just liked doing it.
Okay, so tell me about the software for some of us who don't know anything about that software.
Scratch is just an easy programming software where it will give you like blocks of command, and you stick them together and to create a program where the thing called a sprite will follow the program that you gave it.
Okay, Joe. So what's your favorite game?
My favorite game would be Fortnite or Roblox.
Wow, because the other two also like interesting. You guys have similar tastes and everything. And so between Fortnite and Roblox, which one do you like more?
I say Roblox
Why?
because it has more spread across options than Fortnite does.
And do you enjoy playing it with others online or you enjoy playing it alone?
I enjoy playing it alone by myself.
Why?
Just feel like if I do it by myself, it's less stressful than playing it with other people.
Have you tried playing with other people?
Yeah, it's fun, but then if they mess up, then they can do because you're playing with other people.
Okay. So what do you do for fun?
For fun, I play basketball.
Okay. So how did you start developing interest in basketball as well?
So when I joined ICS, I saw that they were playing basketball. I didn't like it at the time, but then when I started playing it, I slowly started to like playing basketball.
Okay, so when it comes to basketball, are there positions in basketball? And if there are, what
Yeah.
position do you play in basketball?
Power forward.
I don't know what it is. Can
So
you
it's
tell
like
me about it? Yeah.
there's like a half line, and then there's the player immediately in front of that line, so that they have a better chance to get the ball first. That's where I am.
Okay. And do you how many goals have you scored for ICS so far?
I don't play on the school's team, but the team behind the school where I play for have matches. I see 57.
Wow, that's good. And have you guys competed with other people before?
Yeah.
And do you guys always come out first or
We we usually do, but there was only one time that we lost.
so? Which people did you? I mean, your competitors. Which people did you find it very tough playing with?
I think it was K Baby Claire, that was the name of their school. They didn't really well. It was starting very bad, but then I think it ended us 2 points behind them.
Okay, Joe. I think we've exhausted everything. Or is there anything that you think we didn't talk about you'd like to tell us? Everything is fine. Okay, so we'll come back again and talk about whether your expectations were met, the people that you worked with, and all these kind of things.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Hello,
So tell me your name, your age, and your school.
my name is Papayao Ochenyaku. I'm 15 years old and I go to Faith Montessori School.
Paya, welcome to EK Brand Consult.
Thank
So tell us what you are here to do at EK Brand Consult.
I'm here for an internship after my first internship in July. I'm coming to do another one, and I hope to do it for about a week.
Okay, so you've had a first internship where?
It was at Central Microfinance Limited.
What do you do there?
There I was organizing ledgers. It was really a lot to do with business and loans and that sort of stuff.
Are you interested in that field of work?
No.
You just wanted to experience it.
Yeah.
So what are you here at TK Brand to do?
Hopefully stuff to do with media, marketing, some business as well, and tech.
Okay. So tell me why media, why marketing, why tech?
Cause of like what I want to do now and what I want to do in the future, I feel like it could really help me out.
All right. What do you want to do in future?
I want to go down a tech/media route. In future, hopefully, I'm going to be working in game development or media development in the sense that I'm really into tech. I like coding, but I also like media, I also like cameras, learning about them, cinematic shots, all of that stuff. And I'm good at it now, so I want to make it into something.
Yeah. So tell me, when did your interest in, so first let's start with media, then your interest in tech, when did all these start coming up with you?
Okay, so with tech, it was COVID. Before COVID started, I traveled with my cousins, and when we had gotten back to Ghana, we set up a Roblox account, and I started playing Roblox. It was my first time playing a lot of games. I really enjoyed it, and since then, I've been playing games for a long time. I've also gotten interested in the video making aspect of it. I got involved in a lot of communities, and I enjoy the media making side and really the cinematic side of it, and I also want to try it out.
Okay. So you mentioned, is it Roblox?
Yes.
What is it about? Tell me about the game.
So Roblox is really more of a game engine than a game.
What engine?
A game engine.
Okay.
So a game engine is a platform people use to code and make games. So on Roblox, there are hundreds, millions of games you can choose from to play. So it's really anything you want to do there. You also have an opportunity to make your own games. You can learn art, you can learn modeling, scripting, whatever it is.
Okay, so have you made your own game so far? You've been there.
I've made games before. I haven't made like an actual official game I'm working on. I'm currently doing that right now.
So what's the name of the game that you are working on?
I don't have a name.
But what is it going to be about?
The premise is a puzzle platformer, which it's a side scroller. It's a puzzle platformer. The objective is to basically beat the game in the shortest time possible.
I don't know, maybe because I'm not into games, I'm confused right now.
It's okay.
And so let's go to the media stuff. So, have you shot something before?
In real life, no. I've done photo shoots with my sister. She's posted it. They're not too bad, but mainly I've done a lot of like online rendering and cinematics with camera work and 3D spaces.
Okay. So between these two, the gaming and this game development and this media development, which one gets you more excited when working on it?
I'd say media, because when I'm editing something or I'm looking through something, I'm going through it. Like when I watch it back or I play it back and it looks good, like I really enjoy that. Games, it's something I really enjoy doing. I use it as like an outlet for my creativity. So not to say that it's just there to boost my media passion, but I'd say when I'm creating stuff with what I do on games, then that's where my interest is.
So basically, you love the media more than because I want to tell you which one you love more between the media and the game thing. Because when you started, you said you started with the media. I love the media. Then you put the game there. So
Yeah, but I
which
also
one has?
like games. It's really balanced.
You can't love two things at the same time. One has
Yes,
to
you
be
can.
more. You can. Okay. All right. That is very, very interesting. So do you also have do you have expectation of taking this into a business, or is just something you like to do as a hobby?
Um, I want to be able to I want to be able to do it as a business, but I'm not opposed to doing it as a hobby, cause because I see a lot of opportunity, and there is a lot of opportunity to make money doing this. People make a lot of money, millions. So if I could turn it into a business, I would.
And do you have plans of having your own company where you infuse the game development and the media development together under one umbrella?
Not as a company. I mean, yes, it would be a company, but it wouldn't be, I guess it would be a team, but not exactly a company.
Have you tried teaching somebody about this photography, cinematography, and all those kind of things before?
Yeah.
Who did you teach, and how did the teaching go?
Some of my online friends, we're all in a Discord server.
Yeah, and
We
what?
all, a
A
Discord
Discord.
server.
Okay.
We all play Minecraft. Minecraft's my favorite game.
Okay.
And in Minecraft, there are lots of mods that allow you to optimize the game to make cinematography a lot easier. And I started learning it, and my friends, they make content on YouTube. So I taught them how to implement cinematography into their shots and just make it look better overall.
So, which of your friends do you enjoy playing the game with?
Which of my friends? I won't play a lot of games with friends. When most of the time I play by myself.
So, which is more exciting, playing by yourself or playing with people online? I mean, in your perspective.
It depends on what I'm doing. Um, if I'm if I'm playing by myself, it allows me to like listen to something in the background. If I'm recording something for B-roll, for video, whatever, I'd like to play by myself. But sometimes in school, if I'm playing an FPS, like a first-person shooter, then it's better with friends.
What is first person shooter?
First-person shooter is like Fortnite. Fortnite is a third-person shooter. And the difference the difference between first person and third person is third person, the camera is behind you
Okay.
and you can see almost your entire body. First person, the camera is from your eyes. And well, first person shooter is a shooter in first person.
Okay, Papaya, thank you. Hi.
Hello,
Um, Tell me your name, your age, and your school.
I'm Zyan PNM. I come from Faith Montessori School. I'm 15 years old.
So, what are you here to do at EK Brand Consult?
I'm here to further understand IT and to understand how businesses work.
So, why IT and why business per se? The reason I'm asking about business per se is not I mean, your age, not everybody has this idea of going to business now. The age of 15, I'll be thinking about maybe buying toffees, ice cream, my parents taking me to school, thinking about what I'm going to eat next and what I'm going to wear next. So tell me why IT and why business?
Um, well, I want to go into IT because I play video games a lot and I developed an interest for it in 2023 when I was playing video games with my brother.
And the business side?
Just because lots of people are starting businesses nowadays, and I'm also looking around and seeing the major businesses that are around the world, like Tesla and Amazon. So I'm just interested in to build a business so I can also become successful.
Okay, so in building this business, is it going to be something like game business, or you will just move from the business and venture into something else?
I wanted to start developing consoles like PlayStation and Xbox, and also learn web design so I can create a website for it as well. People can purchase my items and merchandise online.
Okay, so you mentioned Xbox, PlayStation, and all this. So right now they are your competitors. So what do you think you would do different from them?
Well, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, they all have, although they all have games on them, some of them they are restricted. Like for instance, there's some games that will be on Xbox which cannot be accessed on Nintendo. So the console that I intend developing, I intend having access to most of the games, including those which PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo don't have access to.
Okay. So tell me, what's your favorite game?
Fortnite.
Was that the game you started playing before getting into this whole gaming thing?
No,
But what game did you start playing?
I was playing Fortnite. I mean Minecraft.
What?
Minecraft.
And what was it about?
It's basically a world where you can build infinitely. It's also on an infinite world.
So what were you building in the infinite world?
I was like, you can basically like build different structures, buildings. You can travel to other realms and fight different mobs.
So you know what? Tell me this. See, just like you're saying, infinite world, it does not exist, right? It's like utopia. So when you are playing these games and you are doing these things and you feel like, okay, what I am doing is infinity. Let me use the word infinity. It has no end and everything. Does it feel like it is reality to you, or it is just to you? It's just a game that you are playing.
No, it's just a game.
To you, it's just a game that you are playing. Okay, so tell me about your favorite game now.
It's Fortnite. It's basically a shooting game. There are some of the games it's designed by the company itself that gives out the game, and some of them they are built by content creators or just other creators.
So the one that you play, is it by content creators or it's
Both.
both? So what is it about? You just shoot people.
It's not just shooting people per se.
What do you do there?
The aim is basically to gain many levels and to complete the quests. Each new season in Fortnite is a different story. They collab with different people. So if there's a latest movie that has come out, the game will be based on that movie.
Okay, so this Fortnite that you've been playing, which movie was so interesting for you?
Well, the last movie that they used was the new Superman movie. It was based on the Superman movie. So things that were inside the movie, that's what the game was mostly based on for about 2 months, and then to move on to the next wave of movies or series.
So is it that you played the game for 2 months, or the thing was just based on it for 2 months?
It was just based on it for 2 months.
And you can play it at a certain.
I can play that.
So you said it's based on it for 2 months. So I'm thinking, since it's based on it for 2 months, you are playing the game for 2 months, or it's something that you just sit down and play it at a certain.
Yeah.
So which is which?
It's based on it for 2 months. I can decide to just play it for the 2 months straight, or I can just decide to play it and stop. That's what I've usually been doing. Sometimes I'll play it, then I'll stop, and then I'll continue playing a lot to catch up with where I left off.
So how do you juggle between studies and playing games?
I'm mainly focused on studies and stop playing games.
That's when school is in session. But when
Yes.
you vacate,
when I vacate, I spend most of my time playing video games, and sometimes I'll make time for studying some subjects.
Okay. All right. Thank you for coming to my interview, Zyan.
Thing.
Okay, so you remember earlier you gave us some expectations that you had for this internship. So today is the last day of your internship. Were these expectations met and were you satisfied with them?
Yep, yes, I was able to understand how businesses work. I learned that they can be stressful at times, but then at the end of the day, it's just to get your work done. And sometimes I did an internship at EcoBank before I came here, and there are different styles of how they work. EcoBank was everyone was serious all the time. They were barely making jokes, or didn't feel like they were interested in what they were doing. But here it feels like they are passionate about what they do, and it seems like a more fun and comforting environment here.
Okay, so you learned about business. So that mean were you given like a task about coming up with businesses or doing anything for yourself?
Yes, so when I came here, I had to start my own business, which was called Arcadia X. It was a game development company. I was developing consoles which had games which PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo didn't have access to. Arcadia X, we basically develop consoles, just like PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo, except the difference between all of them is that they will have more options to games. Like for instance, on Nintendo, you have access to Mario Kart, but on PlayStation or Xbox, you don't have access to it. Or on PlayStation, you don't have access to Halo, but you can get access to it through Xbox, which requires you having to go and buy an Xbox or having to use a PC. So what I'll be doing is that I'll have access to all of the games, so it'll be easier to have access to these games.
Okay. That's a great idea. I think there's a question from Mr. Papa.
Companies like Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, the reason their games are on some of their games are only on their consoles is because they want to have exclusives. So you have a reason to buy their consoles. So what I wanted to ask is, how do you plan to convince them to allow you to host their games on your console?
I'll just rent it from them or pay them for it.
Okay. So I like the question he's asked. It's a very important question because the vision you have, when you look at it from the point of view of the consumer, it makes sense. Why can't I have just one console to play all the games? But what he's pointing out is that there are licensing issues because since Xbox wants to sell more of their games, they're going to have some exclusive titles to their console, right? Same with PS. If I were to be in your position, I'll start off by first approaching the independent game builders, right? Like Century. You approach them and say, okay. And I mean, you do your best. You tell them that, look, maybe Arcadia X, you're going to make sure your console is much more affordable so that people in less privileged environments would choose Arcadia X as an option. So then what you tell Century is that when you're making the games, you might make the game so it's playable on Xbox and playable on PlayStation, but also can be playable on Arcadia X. But as soon as you do that, Microsoft will come and give him $50 million and say, it's such a good game, I want you to make the title exclusively for me. Why would he say no to the $50 million and make it available on Arcadia X? That's a question you should ask. Now, so the problem you're talking about, it's a real problem that people have tried to solve. The easiest way, which would probably land you in jail, is to find a way to reverse engineer all those games and just put them on your console and then avoid the law, right? But that comes with issues. So then the next step is to try and reach out to them and get licensing. even if they are willing to do it, it will be very expensive. You might be able to get a venture capitalist firm to invest in it. You might find a way to pitch and maybe get PS, the PlayStation company. Who's the parent company of PlayStation? I don't even know. Sony? Yeah. So you might get Sony and Microsoft, Xbox, Microsoft, right? Yeah. You can get Sony and Microsoft to actually see the value of Arcadia X and invest in you as well. That's the best solution, where Sony invests in you and then Microsoft invests in you as well. And then you build your console in a way that it can play the retro games. So that there's some sort of licensing fee where maybe if a game is made for PS5 and the PS5 is discontinued, 3 years after that, that game is unlocked for Arcadia X only. And the same with Microsoft, so that even though you have a console, you don't compete with them directly. It's just that they don't then have to worry about people trying to hold on to all their old hardware. The understanding is that, you buy a PS5 or whatever, you can always buy an Arcadia X, so that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you want to play games with your children, you play it on the Arcadia X instead of trying to create an emulator and do all these funny things. So the good thing about business is every time you encounter a problem, it's an opportunity. You have to figure out how to create value for everyone involved. Your business idea creates value for the end consumer. To get buy-in from Sony and Microsoft, you have to find a way for your solution to create value for them. The first thing is to give them a share in whatever profit you're making. So once they understand that, then you go and tell them, in Africa it's very difficult to afford this. So if the game's released in 1998, you can put it on Arcadia X, and the children can play it, then you'll all be happy. So you sign that deal with them, then you sign independent deals with Century and Code Glitch. Alright, good job. This is a very nice logo.
Do you plan on continuing this business that you have come up with?
Yes. So when I'm done with school, I wanted to start this business and creating consoles. I was even going to partner with some of my friends who were also going to go into game development. So I'd be developing the consoles and be developing my games.
Okay. So let's go back to the Arcadia X. Is that the shirt that you are wearing?
Yeah.
Can you maybe make it clear so I can? Okay. So you designed your own logo.
Yes.
That's very, very interesting. And can you give me, I know you said something little about it, but do you have any more to say about your company? Apart from the consoles and other things, do you have intentions of maybe going beyond these games and consoles?
Maybe I can decide to, instead of just developing consoles, I can be coding apps instead. Alongside, I can also be developing websites and other platforms.
And would they be all under the same company?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for coming to Syde Hassle. We also enjoyed working with you. But before I continue, sorry, your shirts, did you print it yourself or someone else printed it for you?
And I printed them myself.
Okay. And how was the process like?
I had to cut out my logo. I put it on the shirt and I cover it. After I heated this up, I pressed it down and then the logo will be stuck to it and I just have to polish it a bit and then I'm done.
Was it difficult pressing it down?
No.
It wasn't at all.
No.
Then you are very strong. So who was your favorite person working with at Syde Hassle? I don't remember anymore.
No, my favorite person was Mr. Denham. I was really interested in the tech stuff he was teaching us.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the tech stuff that Mr. Dinam taught you?
So I learned a few new things. I didn't know there were different. I only thought there was ethical hacking and unethical hacking, but then I found out the different types of hacking. It also helped me advance my knowledge in something I had learned in school. I learned about communication. This helped me freshen my memory and add on new things to it.
Okay. Apart from Mr. Dinam, who else Was there anyone else that you enjoyed working with?
I also enjoyed working with Mr. Joshua designing my logo.
And can you take us through the process of the designing of the logo?
Well, first, I had to draw on paper the logo I wanted to do. And then I worked with him to design the logo on Illustrator.
And did you come up with your own colors, or it was he influenced your color choosing?
No, I came up with my own colors.
But why these colors?
They remind me a lot of the PlayStation colors, which is my favorite gaming console.
Do you think you'll come back to have your internship at Syde Hassle again?
Yeah.
And apart from work and all those kind, was there anything fun that you did during your work?
Yeah, so after I was done, sometimes I'd go and play FIFA with my cousin, who was also doing an internship here. Or I'd go and play Fortnite with Mr.
So?
Darren.
Darian, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And this games that you were playing with your cousin and Darian, who was winning? The FIFA, who won between you and Joel?
Me most of the time.
And what was the scores?
Well, today we also played a match and it was 8-1.
And the previous ones were? What was the highest score that you had scored in?
8-1.
Oh, then yeah, that's good. Do you know Legend?
Yes.
Do you think you can play Legend?
No.
You can't play Legend. Why you think? Is it because of his name that's scaring
No.
you? Have you tried playing him before?
No.
They never say never. You never know. Because we know that he's been drinking some goals, so you never know. Maybe you can score him. Okay, Zyan, thank you for coming to Syde Hassle, and we also enjoyed working with you.
Okay, thank you.
So today is your last day at Syde Hassle. Are you sad? Or are you
Yes.
excited? Are you sure you're
Yes,
sad?
I have nothing else to do anymore.
You have nothing.
I'm going to be bored in the house.
You always have something to look onto. I
Yes.
understand. I understand. When are you going back to school?
I think September 7th.
Oh, you have more time. Okay. All right. So today is your last day, and before earlier you told us about some expectations that you had. So after these few days, do you think your expectations were met?
They were more than met. They were exceeded. All of them. The fun was had. Everything was good.
Okay, so tell me about the fun that you had, the good times that you had, and the work also.
Played FIFA with my cousin Zyan. I was better than him, obviously.
Tell me the scores, because he's telling me some 8-1.
Today was not a good day. Today I lost 1-8. But another time I got the scores 10-1.
You scored him 10?
1.
And he didn't tell us about that. He
Of course
only
he did.
told us about the 8. Ah, that's. Let's just say that's bollocks. Okay, so tell me about it.
Well, we're just playing, having fun. Zyan didn't really like it because before we came here, Zyan didn't really like FIFA. He didn't like playing football games. But now I think he likes football games now. I didn't play any, but now I like football games as well.
And the work side?
The work side, I prefer doing photography stuff because my mother is a photographer. So I always felt nice doing those things.
Okay.
And then also photo editing, Mr. Joshua. I enjoyed that as well.
The photo editing was legend.
The picture editing for the logo.
The
yeah.
logo
And
editing.
then the picture editing with Mr. Legend. I
Okay.
prefer the picture editing more than the logo editing.
Okay. So speaking about logo, tell us about your company, the inspiration behind this logo, because I see violence. I see a lot of guns and all this kind of things. I see some glitches. So tell me
My
about
company's name is Code Glitch, and it's for computer games, playing video games on computers. Some people prefer to play on a PS5 or a phone, and Code Glitch is to make it only focused on computers, to have the same features of playing on a phone and the same features on playing on a console. My company's name is Code Glitch.
Okay.
And it's a company that makes playing video games on computers easier. Because normally people would choose playing, for example, you'd rather play FIFA on a PS5 than a computer. And for some games, you'd rather use your phone than a laptop. So this company makes it so that playing on a computer is almost the same as playing on either a phone or a PS5 or console. And the reason for the design is also inspired by the name, called Glitch. So it has a glitch effect on the logo. And it's mostly shooting games where it's spread across phones and consoles. So we made it so that only shooting, it's mainly shooting games that you only want to use a computer for, so that it's easier for you yourself, which is why the logo is just guns. It's more comfortable to play. You want to make it so it's more comfortable to play on a computer rather than a controller or console.
Okay. So at the moment, do you have ideas on how you make it more comfortable, or we're not there yet?
I have an idea for a console, but not the phone yet.
Console.
So
Okay,
for-
tell me about the idea for the console.
So for console, you made it so that you can, it's already this way, but it's more easier to connect a controller to your laptop so that it's like you're playing on a console, but you're still using the PC.
Okay. Do you have, and maybe you don't have the answers now because this is early stage, but do you have any idea if there's going to be any delay in the signals when you're using a computer versus a console that's designed specially for gaming? Or
No, because the controller be connected by Bluetooth. That way it's like, so it's kind of like when you connect your computer to a speaker. There'll not be delay when you're playing the music. There's no signals when transferring the data from the computer to the speaker. It will be the same way for the controller. When you put something and you move the controller, it will be immediately inputted into the computer's
Wonderful.
data.
Wonderful. I think this is a great idea, and I would say, for instance, if I look at it from the perspective of even parents, parents wouldn't, to save money, they may not want to buy consoles every time there's a new console. They might want to be able to build a computer for gaming and maybe switch out pieces and upgrade them over time, as opposed to every Christmas you have to get PS6 or 7 or 8 or whichever one comes out next.
So instead of continuously getting the same type of console over and over again, because new versions are coming out, you can just update the computer. It will have the same things on the latest PS5, and then you have your controller connected to it.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good job. So far we've seen bullets, we've seen guns. I'm excited about the next logo.
I have plans after this. I'm even maybe before or after school ends, I'll start with this company for real. Then maybe I can do something with it because I feel like it would be a good company idea.
Nikki, so what about the guns?
The
What they
gun-
represent?
The guns represent, most people play gun-based video games, and guns is just what everyone is playing most of the time. So the logo is just glitched guns.
So if you say most people play guns, video games, and all those, and I come across this logo, in my mind it's like all the games I'm going to play on code glitch is shooting stuff.
Well, shooting is one of them, but I'm sure you can play other games like Roblox, Minecraft. All those other games will be supported on computers.
Okay. So Joel, did you also do an internship somewhere before coming here?
No, this is actually my first internship, and I really enjoyed it.
I can see you
Yeah.
enjoyed it because it's written all over your face that you enjoyed it. And we are glad really having you. We also enjoyed working with you.
Yeah.
So who are your favorite people that you worked with?
Mr. Joshua and Mr. Legend.
Joshua because of the logo designing.
And then Mr. Legend because of the picture editing.
Okay, so you spoke about how you like the picture editing more, but I think when you came, we were talking about it, you also spoke about some tech stuff. So right now, are you going to add this media thing to the tech, or you are putting tech aside and focus more on the media?
I'll put tech aside and focus more on the media.
Why?
Just like picture editing and pictures, taking photos. I just like those stuff.
So have your mother ever involved you in this editing and all those kind of
We
things?
went on a holiday to Okwa Safari and Wabo and Sagakope. And she gave me a camera and said I should make content on all of this. So the whole holiday, I did it. I had fun, but then I had to come home and edit all those pictures by myself. It was very sad.
Okay, so shooting is nice, but when it gets to editing,
Yes,
the editing is not fun.
at all.
Not at all.
But it can get fun. But if it's for a long time, the fun will just drain away. It's more of sadness now.
Okay, all right. We also really enjoyed working with you. Tell me about printing of your shirts.
Well, I didn't understand it at first, but then I got the hang of it. They gave us a prop shirt and was supposed to wipe down. The paper goes over the shirt while the stencil is on it, so you press it down. But when I removed the stencil, I almost put it on the shirt itself, which could have stained it. I made that mistake all the time. Thankfully, I didn't actually touch it, but I thought about doing it.
Did you also have difficulty pressing it down?
No, it wasn't difficult at all.
That's cool.
Pretty easy.
Okay. All right. Okay, so today is your last day at Syde Hassle and end of your internship. So beginning, you gave me some expectations for your internship and other things. So I'd like to know if your expectations were met and is it something that you would want to do again in future? That's come to intern at Syde Hassle again.
Yes, my expectations were met. I did enjoy it and I would like to come back.
So tell me some of the things that you learned here.
One of the main things I learned was a lot of things about message sending and receiving that I did a few days prior. I also just learned some skills when I was watching my logo being made, and I feel like that's going to help me a lot.
All right. So tell me about your logo and your business.
Okay. My business is a gaming business, so I decided to follow that same sort of style. It's not really serious. It's not so corporate. It's more fun. It's going to be a gaming business that focuses on a lot of action and thinking heavy games.
And can you tell us the name of the company?
My company is called Sentry, and the name is based off of a sentry turret. So imagine you're playing an FPS or just any sort of shooter, and you come across a turret. Obviously, it's going to be keeping you on your toes if you're trying to move into your enemy's base or enemy's area, and you see a turret. You're gonna have to be cautious of where it is, where it's aiming, what it can see. At the same time, you have to be advancing. And those are the type of games that I want to create. They are games where you have to be cautious and on your toes all the time. So they are based off of, well, my inspiration for games like that is Rain World. And Rain World is a very complex game with very complex AI. So that's something similar that I hope to do. And a turret, well, it captures that well because when you're playing and a turret's around, you have to be careful. The design is based off of a game on Roblox called Mad City. I didn't want to do like very sharp corners for the letters, and I like the way their design looked. So I took the T from it. The font is a different font. The outline is similar to their outline. And the bullet shooting through the sentry is, I wanted to have that sort of thing. I wanted to like incorporate a bullet into the design so I could come back to the point of a sentry. And I thought that a good way to do that would be to have a bullet shoot through it.
So is this a logo for a game or is it a logo for the company?
The company.
The company. Okay. So there'll be different games that you create along the same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. What's a century?
Kind of like a god. A century is like if so I can describe it in context. If you lead uh, a military a military zone and the enemy is attacking, you can send out your soldiers to be sentries at different points. So they basically just they watch out for enemies approaching, they report back, they incapacitate them. They are basically watchdogs placed around the area.
Wonderful. Thank you. I like it. It's very well thought out. I like how you paid attention to detail and the different elements. And I look forward to playing your first game.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Do you have plans of continuing this business in future?
Yes, not even in future. I'm going to start. I've already been doing it.
Okay. And what about the media side? I remember Legend also took you guys through Lightroom editing and all those kind of things. How did you find it? Because you spoke highly about you liking this media stuff.
Yeah, it was very interesting. It was very fun. There were some things that I knew prior, but a lot of stuff I definitely didn't know. And he also taught me how I could incorporate them into useful things. So I really enjoyed it. So it was very helpful.
Okay. And also tell me, first I want two things. You tell me the process of designing, coming up with this logo, the designing and other things, because you've told me the whole story behind the century. But designing it, you give me the process and also the process of printing the shirt.
Okay, so prior to this logo, there was a different one. I originally had a different idea I wanted to go with, but I didn't have enough time and like I knew that it wasn't what I wanted to do. Luckily, we hadn't gotten that far in that idea. So when I came back the next day, I showed him the inspiration. I drew up some drafts for him, which were pretty similar to this. And then we made it in about an hour or two. And then the printing was quite simple. You cut out your logo after they've printed it for you. And then you heat up the machine. You put your shirt down, put the logo on it, you just press it down. You do that a few more times, make sure it's centered properly, and then you have your logo on your shirt.
Do you have difficulty in pressing it down?
No.
Okay. So through everything that you've done here, what was the most interesting thing what was the thing you found very interesting?
For me, the thing I found the most interesting was YouTube analytics and statistics with Darren. On the first day, that's what we did. And I'm already like very involved in that. I already know a lot of that stuff. So it was fun talking to him about it. And there were also some stuff that I didn't know about that I feel are really helpful if you're ever like looking into statistics on social media or anything.
Okay. All right. So who did you enjoy working with more here?
Darren,
Darian, and who else? Apart from Darian, is there anyone else?
legend.
Legend. Okay. All right. That's cool. I'd like you to rate the business environment because before, I think earlier you spoke about you working at a microfinance before coming here. Not a competition, but I just want you to like describe the environment at Sydehassle, and I don't know if you'd like to bring the microfinance, but just the environment at Sydehassle and how you felt. Do you feel included when you came here and all those kind of things? Whatever it is. No shade. You can say it.
I don't want to say much because my aunt owns it. So
just tell us how you felt here, and you can ignore the other side. Yeah.
no, it's fine. Here, I guess I felt more comfortable because like this is what I wanted to do. Originally, going there wasn't really my interest. I did it for experience, but coming here is something like I wanted to do from the get-go, and I can also relate to a lot of things here. So it was very enjoyable and no shade, but like I enjoyed it better than microfinance.
Okay. Okay. We also enjoyed really working with you, and
Thank you.
we appreciate you coming. And you can come anytime you also want to have your internship as well. Syde Hassle, we always open our arms to new people. Thank you.